What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Pop Barry, aka the Brand Man. We are back with some more Ambre with this captivating story. Let's dive right in. If he thinks that I'm pretty,
If he thinks that I'm pretty, I'll be pretty, like in that photograph.
like this, Ambre spent her afternoons reading tips from the women's magazines, training herself to conceal. When she wasn't watching series, often romantic ones, she was shopping in the city to bring back clothes, accessories, or cosmetics. The city, like the television, constantly spat images of absolute and infinite love, of a perfect and purifying love, like a drug, an obligation, a flawless pleasure, and an order. Every billboard sold the same dream, oh so cliche, oh so desirable. It was the pursuit of the fairy tale formula, and they lived happily ever after in opulence and had lots of children. Novel and movie heroines all ran after the same goal, after the lure of profit, wealth, luxury, a life where everything would be so easy, but where everything would have lost its taste, a dull and hollow life, an eternal masquerade. But this existential emptiness was just as easy to fill. You only had to consume and be consumed. You only needed to devote your soul to spend even more, to remove the vestiges of nature, to hide that ridiculous body, too personal, too imperfect, too real, and to replace it with an internal sheath, a mirage. You only needed to spend without restraint in order to conquer the piggy bank of your dreams, a mere machine that gives banknotes and weak orgasms, to present yourself like a diamond, a beautiful shiny trinket that everyone should have in their living room. You only needed to destroy your own value and material and replace it with cold hard cash, and then you only needed to bask in idleness, go round in circles in your cage without any purpose, to continue living in a dignified way, wandering like a lost soul, disguised as a clown that drips with red, a grim automaton. You need to fill the hole, the absence of life, the disease that devours your blood, all your authenticity with money, always more money. Buy until you forget the unease, the angst. Ambre admired today's celebrities, those picture-perfect idols on which nothing stuck out, bodies without even the slightest trace of life, their uninspired songs only glorified a permanent state of pleasure without a toil. Like mass-produced Barbie dolls, all these celebrities merged into a single canon of beauty deemed as unsurpassable absolute truth. The stars dived into this endless cycle of vanity with such ease that it was truly fascinating. Every minute that passed after a singer's first success was a minute of intense scrutiny as the whole world glued its eyes on the morbid show that was her slow suffocation, her imminent drowning. Nothing could be more enjoyable, more exquisite than staring at those young women slowly being engulfed by the shadowy tentacles of their dreams. They sacrificed their bodies to the cut of surgical scalpels to the point of no longer resembling themselves anymore, to the point of transforming into some kind of wonderful monsters. They had rejected their personalities and histories to melt into the mold, to conform themselves to the public's every expectation, to become the showcase of modernity. The icons of this single form of happiness that was advertised at every street's corner. A form of happiness that little Ambre stared hungrily at. Becoming a star seemed out of her reach, but looking like one that was duty that women's magazines never ceased to remind her of. That frivolous press so uncomplicated, that is so fraught with consequences. When Tristan Malley came home at the end of his working day, he would find Ambre waiting hand and foot, trying to cook delicious meals for him. Ambre, always elegant, craving to look her best, like a perfect little housewife with a strong character. He was past the point of missing the innocent days, but in all honesty, he didn't even understand why the young girl was putting so much effort into becoming such a perfect creature. One evening, while she was cooking a usual dish, one which the recipe had been recommended on TV, accompanied by a candlelit table in order to celebrate his birthday, he dared to ask, "But Ambre, why are you doing all this for me?" The honest question hit like a ton of bricks. His complete incomprehension sounded like an insult. Look at her eyes. God, she's seen some shit. She'd probably spent hours gussying up, appears in the bathroom, hours to appear fit to be seen fresh. She'd probably spent hours tidying the house, cleaning every nook and cranny until it was spotless. She'd probably spent hours decorating, hours taking care of this godforsaken roast laboriously, cutting vegetables, and here he was asking her why she was trying so hard. The knife in her hands fell violently to the floor, emitting a metallic sound very much like an ill omen.
Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this?
Ambre's voice trembled dangerously. While getting close, he noticed her hands were shaking frenetically. Eyes wide open, soaked in tears, she exploded.
Because I want you to off me. I want you to look at me. Why don't you ever look at me? Am I not good enough? Is that it? I will never be as good as she was, will I?
She? But Ambre, what are you talking about? Dumbfounded, Tristan held her in his arms as tightly as he could. No, he truly couldn't understand. He couldn't understand such intense and sudden sobs. Reassured by his gesture, Amber wanted to explain herself.
I'm sorry. I'll never be able to replace her.
Who are you trying to replace, Amber? Tell me.
Your wife. I can see that her departure left you very sad. I wanted to bring a smile back to your face. I wanted to take her place so you'd forget about her.
For a split second, Tristan Mallory was breathless. It was surreal. He would have pinched himself to make sure he wasn't dreaming, but no, the pain in his chest was far too real, too pitifully carved in him. How could he answer such a declaration? How could he find the right words? Catching his breath with difficulty, the 30-year-old man took Amber by the shoulders and looked in her eyes for a long time. After a brief sigh, he affirmed, "Listen, I will never be able to forget my wife, all right? It's impossible, but that doesn't mean I don't want you. It's the exact opposite, actually. You're very dear to me, Amber. You hear me? I need you. You already have her place. So please stop crying. Don't make it even harder than it is." The young girl shyly dried her tears, and her features changed to an adorably naive expression. She looked sincerely despairing.
You're okay with me?
What made you think I'd abandoned you, huh?
Nothing. It's just that you seem to love her so much. I'm a bit jealous.
Why is that?
I don't know. When I look at those pictures, I can't help but tell myself I must absolutely make you happy. I think I love you.
Tristan felt all the courage and determination he had worked up melting away overnight, and he started sobbing as well. But oh my fucking god, this is wrong. But I love you too. I've loved you for so long. I love you so much it makes me sick. She is 20 years younger than you, Tristan. Oh my god.
For real? You're not treating me like a kid?
Of course not.
Then prove it.
What do you mean?
Show me you regard me as a true woman.
You want me to do that? Oh shit. Amber silently nodded. She seemed dead set on it, so Tristan softly kissed her legs. Fuck. Oh my god. Okay. The warm and pleasurable feeling went to his head. For a few seconds he felt as if he was holding his wife in his arms, as if she had come back for real. The delicate skin, which smelled deliciously like vanilla. Vanilla reminded him of happy days, long afternoons spent laughing in the sun, peaceful evenings under the light of the stars by a fire of a shared umbrella to shelter from the storm. She was here, so close, so far, within a finger's reach. He only had to close his eyes and believe in this dream. The illusion smiled faintly at him. At his limit, he embraced her. If you only knew how much I love you. He had so many things he would have wished to tell her, so many that the flood of words blocked his throat and nothing would come out. So, for lack of words to make her understand his feelings, he used his body. Oh, fuck. Okay. I thought it was gonna be something, nasty. Okay. When dawn's rays of light crept through the window, Amber was deep asleep, lying atop Tristan's still lukewarm body. Fuck. Eyes surrounded by dark circles, the weight of regrets, a fatigue he couldn't get rid of. He stared at her with a sad smile on his face. It was just a dream, wasn't it? When you'll wake up, you'll be a child again, right? No, you fucked her, pedo. The only answer he got was a light groan, softened by such a serene face. He left a kiss on her fresh cheeks. As soon as he did, the sleeping lips spread to form a happy smile. I wonder what you're dreaming about. Say, won't you invite me over there? Well, we're going to stop it right there. Things got a little bit saucy, spicy in the bedroom between these two motherfuckers. So, tune in next time for hopefully what is the finale. Alright, peace out, boys.